Welcome to another episode of Three's a Charm podcast. My name's Kanaya, and I have with me here today my lovely co-host,
Destiny.
Nikki.
Yeah, so thank you for tuning in again. And yeah, what's everyone been up to?
I feel like
Or how's everyone doing?
Doing good, but same thing as always, trying to stay warm in this New York weather because we in the 20s now.
No, it's actually
It's
actually cold now.
Yes, like it's brick. You know how like it changed? No, it's not even winter yet. Winter starts
And
the 20th.
That's the scary part.
We about to be in the negatives.
It's always cold though. But like at first I was like, it's really not that cold. But like now, zip that jacket.
You know, exactly. You know, most times New Yorkers they had they jacket open so you can see the fit.
Yep. Zip
I'll
it
let
up.
mine be
Put that
zipped.
toboggan on. Put them gloves on.
See, you say toboggan.
like-
I said that the other day to someone in my school, and they was like, "What is that?"
What did they say? Hat?
Beanie.
I don't know.
What else do people call it? I call it toboggan. If I'm from the South.
Yeah.
They say beanie.
I've never heard that term before.
What, toboggan?
Toboggan? Wow.
What do you say?
A hat?
No, like,
Oh.
but not like a regular hat, but like the ones that you actually put over your ears.
The one with the flappy one?
Yeah.
No, not the flappy, just the ones that you slide on. Like,
You just
it
call it
comes
a
with
hat
like gloves,
or a
like those little
beanie?
sets. Oh, beanie. Okay, you said
Yeah,
that.
beanie or a
I
hat.
feel like it's another word people be
Toboggan?
calling it.
Mm.
I don't know.
I don't
Either
know.
way,
I haven't gotten
Toboggan.
gloves yet. I'm not that cold.
See, I have some, but I'm like, I need to get a new pair because I actually be freezing.
nah, I got my gloves. My gloves definitely in my coat right
It's
now.
freezing. Especially the wind is what make it so bad. I don't even
For
think it's
real.
like the temperature right now. Like, it be the wind.
Exactly.
Like, blowing me away. I be like,
Especially when you go in between these buildings.
yes.
Yeah.
Turn every which way but loose.
Right.
For real.
Trying to stand your ground for real.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it is freezing out here. But while we're talking about, daily lives and what's going on, I think we need to start off by talking about Twitter and just the state that it's in. So I know there's been a lot of changes since the ownership has changed. So what do y'all feel about the platform? What are some thoughts?
Twitter has become a shit show. Like,
No cap.
you used to see like, I don't know if you know, like those deep corners of Reddit where it would be all the racist memes and like crazy stuff.
Mm-mm.
That's like fully like on the
Twitter.
TL like
Mhm.
casually now. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, no way this got 50,000 likes.
Literally.
Yeah.
Everything is just like so randomized. Like I feel like once it changed, like I think he like took it over in like 2022. Yeah, something like that.
Something
think so,
around that
yeah.
time.
Either way, once the logo changed from the bird to an X, that were already first side. Because what the freak is an X mean?
Yeah.
That just means something explicit for real, for real. And that's really what's up there. Just literally my
No,
time
honestly.
is full of just random stuff like
It
Oh,
doesn't
look at
even
this.
go based off of the people you follow. You
No.
see tweets from everybody.
Yeah.
everybody.
No, I think it's crazy. And then now it's kind of hard to tell. I feel like before, like, people that were famous, they had the checks. People that had, like, these positions, they had the checks. Not everybody has it. So sometimes it's hard to be like, okay, like, is this the real person? Because they all have parody accounts for people. So it's just so hard to
NBA
decipher.
Centel.
Yeah, you
Yes.
buying a verification or something like that.
Yes. And even the premium thing.
premiums,
Yeah.
I tried to get on Blue Sky.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
What it is.
Yeah, the new one. I haven't done that.
Everybody
yet.
was like, yeah, I'm transitioning over. They were really
Mm-mm.
impressed.
But everything is so
Listen.
permanent too. It's like if you have the account, you can't
Mhm.
get
Go
rid
on
of it, and if you do,
Threads.
like get the whole thing
Mhm.
like gets deleted or something like
Yeah.
that.
Like I was on Twitter before Elon.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be
That
there
was the
after.
time.
Yeah.
Same.
I was thinking like I made my Twitter in 2013, so like I've been on there
Yeah, I made mine
my
the same year.
I think
whole
2012
yeah
was
adolescence.
Mhm.
See, yeah, exactly. Like we could be up there. I used to be up there throwing shade,
See, I
subliminals,
honestly didn't
because
even.
it was a fun time. Like you could do
Mhm.
whatever on
Yeah.
Twitter.
See, I
Yeah,
had a
so-
page, but I don't remember ever like
Using
really
it.
using it like that. Like I would be on there a little bit, but honestly, I wasn't on there like that.
I was.
I used to be on Twitter and Tumblr.
oh no, no
Okay.
Tumblr.
Heavy. Bro, I would literally be in the dark in my room scrolling for hours on hours and hours on Tumblr. But it's funny because like a lot of the social justice-y like people from
Mhm.
Tumblr like migrated
To Twitter.
to Twitter. So
Mhm.
now sometimes it's like everything don't gotta be a think piece. Like it
Nah,
gets
for real, for real.
annoying.
That is a thing now. Everything.
Exactly. Like it's supposed to be a tweet. It's supposed to be something simple. Like
Let's
throw it out there.
laugh.
Exactly, let's laugh. Like it was a good time back in 2013, 14. Like growing up, like Twitter wasn't a
Yes.
thing.
There's always a rebuttal to every single
Exactly,
thing. Like
like-
everybody's like they have to have an opinion on everything.
For real.
And I'm like, okay, like I get us having opinions, but I don't think you got to do that every single
Exactly.
time. Like you don't got to turn this into that. Like let us have our
Right.
fun here. So
But Twitter still is crazy though. You
No.
still be having some
it
crazy stuff
do.
going on.
While we talking about the crazy stuff, I know there's been a couple of things going on. So we'll start with the whole thread of this lady coming to this other lady as a woman, this turning into like a friendship, whatever it was. What do y'all think about people just like coming to other women as a woman? Barbara, this is Shirley. Like, what do y'all think about that?
It's like in the grand scheme of things, you would want someone to tell you
Mm-hmm.
or come to you and say, hey, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like, what is the point? Because, like, even when it comes to, like, your friends, like, man is, like, cheating on them, if I see it, it's like, low-key, I don't know if I would even tell my friend. For the simple fact that if you not gonna leave, like, if I tell you and you don't leave him, then I'm gonna be mad.
Yo, for real.
See, that's the messy part of it. I was having this conversation a couple years ago, and I was like, yeah, like, I'm somebody, like, I'm going to tell you. But then somebody brought up, they like, okay, you tell them. Half the time, like, they don't leave that person once you tell them. And now, like, you're a bad friend. Like, that person looking at you weird because you're going to be in the same space as them because they're not leaving them. So it's like, I'm telling, but I do get the messy part that comes with it where you're like, okay, do I tell or do I not? And that's hard because, like, I feel like it's a good, like, if you see somebody doing something, like, why is it bad to tell?
I'm minding my business.
I mean,
But now it's like, it's hard to.
yeah, I feel like in a sense, don't be
Mhm.
coming to me. Go to your man, our man at that. Like our man, go figure it out from him because obviously we both in the dark,
Yeah.
and now I'm coming to you. And we both looking crazy, so I don't know. Like I'm not going to nobody as no woman. I'm checking. I'm checking
either.
No.
our man
yeah.
for real. Like
So if it's the opposite, like, if it's the woman, the wife coming to the side chick, like, yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
oh yeah, the wife should not be
Like,
she
don't
gotta-
be doing
she
that.
gotta-
Or even, like, the girlfriend going to the side chick. Because it's like, ask your man. Like, if you have
Exactly.
enough, like, evidence to ask me, then you know what's going on. Which,
Exactly.
not me, because I don't do that. I don't play those roles.
But yeah, if you
But
definitely got enough evidence,
then ask him. And then half the time, I think we talked about this before, they're more mad at the girl than they are their man. And it's
Mhm.
like,
she would.
that person didn't make no vows to you. That person did not commit their life and say they're going to be loyal. Like,
Right.
that's not what that was. So, yeah, that's a...
But the whole thread, like when I was reading, I'm just like,
But the
huh?
fact that, first of all, how much of a stalker, because she never
Exactly.
even posted the dude. How much of a stalker do you have to be like, piecing
Exactly.
together
Talking
locations
about trips,
and
I'm
dating?
like-
They never met each other, and like they
much.
started dating the dude in the same month, same year. That's the crazy part. Like, but what was her
But
like?
they
What
weren't
made
even dating?
No, because
Exactly.
she's like, they're both like...
casually?
Yes. And I'm like, how do you go to casually and then you're coming to somebody? That's not
Exactly.
your
First off,
man.
exactly. Casual dating does not count.
No.
We just trying to see
Yes.
what's gonna happen. That's not a
And it
full-on
kind of sounded
relationship.
like it was a situationship more so than it was like they were even going to be together from what I got. But
But what also got me is that when in the tweet they were like, they both met him on Hinge.
Hinge is the
What?
devil's playground.
Yeah, I ain't never been on
I
that
ain't
before.
never been
But
on there
Hinge
either.
definitely get people in trouble.
Mhm.
No, Hinge is
I ain't
the
gonna say
devil's
too much,
playground.
but folks, listen.
Oh, not
they
people
already
be in
know.
relationships on Hinge.
On Hinge, bro, they
Yikes.
They do. I remember when I first moved to New York, everyone was like, oh, like, you should make a Hinge. Because, like, Hinge, the idea of it is, like, nice because you can, like, filter, like, your preference, like, down to, like, race, whatever.
Mhm.
But even just being on there, like, I just feel like I'm on the auction. Like, I feel desperate. Like, this is what my dating
Not the
life has come
auction.
to. I'm picking 5 pictures to market myself
Mhm.
to, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks.
I ain't never been on a dating site for real.
No.
I'm low key scared because I didn't heard a story like someone met, I guess like a man, and I guess like he ended up like killing her or something like that.
Oh my god!
I think I don't know where it happened.
There'd be a lot of
That
those
happens all the
stories.
time, though.
Exactly.
Sadly.
Exactly. And
Sadly,
I ain't trying to be that one.
No, and I feel like for me too, I'm like, I'd rather meet someone like being out and about. Cause I feel like that whole like meeting someone online, which I'm not like totally against it, but you just don't ever know what people are on. So
computer love.
I don't think he was talking about that one though. Or maybe he was predicting the future.
Probably.
Who knows? But no, yeah, that was one thing that was on Twitter that we needed to cover. And then another one, the DoorDash conversation. So basically there's a whole discourse about using a false like identity, saying is this person going to deliver, and then someone else shows up. So how do y'all feel about that? Like, do y'all think it's a big deal or?
I'm like 50-50 because when I get a DoorDash order, 9 times out of 10, I don't even look to see the name of the person who's even delivering it. Like, I have it, leave it at my door, drop it off, move on. But I can see for people who actively look, if it is like a girl profile or a girl name and a guy shows up, I can see why that can be uneasy. But I feel like it's also a non-issue at the same time, because it's like you don't have to greet them, just leave it at the door
As long as my food
is there,
is where it's supposed
hot,
to be,
not
exactly, it's
tampered
hot,
with.
exactly. I don't care who delivering it, for real.
Yeah, I mean, I don't pay attention to the photos as well, but I do get like the whole safety thing because like if people are doing that, then people can do it for the wrong reason. Like maybe someone's like, well, I think it's always the wrong reason if you're using a false identity, to say the least. But also if this is now a conversation and people are like, oh, like, okay, like you can do that. And, you know, people can turn something else into something. So I don't know. I feel like for safety reasons, I do get why people would be like upset about it because you're like,
I mean,
if something happens.
Like, somebody like you knew and they stalking you and like they done made a DoorDash profile or something like that.
Yes, right. And then for safety reasons, if something happens and they're like, oh, this is the last person that was at their place, they pull up the DoorDash and it's a girl, but the whole time a guy showed up. So now you have something that can be messy.
I can see that.
Yeah.
No, I see why it could be an issue, but
or like sometimes they'll have people in the car with them and like they'll be like the driver and they'll have the other person like, you know, go take the food to the door. So
because they say that like delivery drivers themselves are like often targets of like crime and being robbed. So it's like,
yeah, I can see
double-edged sword.
No, yeah, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, while we're talking about things that are going on, I know the whole Kai Cenat stream just ended recently, and there's been a lot of conversations about like artists going onto his stream and whether this is like gimmicky, like why are they doing this? And I feel like for me, just like watching, I've watched a few clips of the stream and I'm like, this is the new media. Like we don't have 106 and Park. We don't have those platforms anymore. And I think him having this stream that allows these like artists to like, they chill. Like you don't got to wear no suit. Like you don't have to have like no PR. Like he's not doing too much. I don't feel like it's bad. And honestly, I like it. So what do y'all think about it?
I don't have a Twitch account, but I can see why people do tune in and watch it. Like, I didn't even know this was like a whole thing. Like, 700,000 people or however many thousands of people be watching. I'm like, wow. But I watched the one with G Herbo on there because I love me some G Herbo. Okay. I thought all the clips on there were so cute of him and Yosan. When he was like, my son really in tune with his emotions. Like, there be wholesome moments on there. But at the same time, how you said, like, people be like, why do celebrities go on there? Like you said, it is the new media. Like, that's how they can engage with their fans. And those clips go viral.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like him. I mean, I didn't like watch the Mafia-thon or whatever it's called. Wait, is this actually stream? Is this stream over or just that?
Oh,
that series, the 24-hour,
like,
24-hour thing. I mean, I feel like he hot right now. And I mean, he had the cast from Good Luck Charlie there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he
iCarly.
did?
Yeah.
He had iCarly on there?
Yes, I'm like, so these are like nostalgic moments for, us, for real.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, like, he around our age too, so I'm like,
Yeah.
he knew who to target. Like, I mean, he had Stacey Ray up there, so I mean, that's the new audience. He had
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg up there, like,
Oh, yeah. I
he
saw
knew exactly who, to have on his, Twitch or whatever. So, I mean, like, I like it. I feel like he's gonna continue to be hot. I mean, he's in a lot of different commercials.
Advertisements.
Exactly,
yeah.
like,
Bro, I always say, when we were little kids, me and my brothers used to make YouTube videos. My
That's where he
mom shut
started.
that shit down. I be sharing Kai Cenat stuff.
Mhm.
I'm like, if you would have let us get
Yeah,
on
for
this
real.
YouTube wave when
We
it
coulda
was
blew
early,
up.
we
Like-
could have been
that's
millionaires.
literally all, like, when he was young, I think he may have started when he was like 15 or something like that. Either
Mhm.
way,
Right.
man started in his house literally just yelling on the internet.
Mhm.
Especially when I found out that the iSpeed guy is
He
from
was sick.
Cincinnati. Bro, we could have been big.
Yeah, and I think he said he made like his first million at 16. I'm like, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Off streaming. So, yeah, I think that's a new form of media, like we said. And although other generations may not be open to it, I think that's just the reality of where we are now.
I think-
so.
I'm just saying, like, Twitch is just it's a cool platform too, because they make money like in real time. Like, people can actively give them money. Like, if
Mhm.
people are willing to just give you money just because you're on, talking,
Mhm.
like,
Mm.
and I mean, everyone feel like they're a
need
part
to
of the
make a
community.
Twitch.
They all feel like they're a part of the community,
Yeah.
the chat or whatever. I hear that all the time.
Mhm.
What's up, chat?
Right.
Hey, chat.
And even the one he had with Kevin Hart and
Oh,
just-
yeah.
that
Oh,
was,
that
so
was
funny.
And that was really marketable too. Like, they two short men.
Yeah.
And they're the funniest people, that everyone know. I mean, like, he hitting the older audience, but also the younger audience at the same
Mhm.
time. So, I don't know. I like him.
Yeah.
I feel like he is the next big thing. He is the big thing right now. So, in the media. So,
Right. And while we're talking about things that are going on in media with some of the hottest like celebrity stars, let's talk about this whole thing with like relationship gap. Age gap in relationships with the whole like Keisha Cole, Honcho, Drea, Jalen Green. How do y'all feel about, I guess, like big age gaps within relationships?
I feel like if you're over the age of 25, then it's like, I don't think it matters as much. It's like, okay, I'm gonna still look at you kind of weird if you're like 60 and your girlfriend's like 29, but it's like, okay, you're over the age of 25, it's fine. But it gets weird, like with Drea, when the guy you're dating is the same age as your son.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like,
that's creepy. That's creepy.
but it's so hard for me because like a lot of older men talk to me and it's like I'm always weary of age gaps because like my mom is also so young. So I'm like, damn, like you're really 35 and my mom is 41. Like
Same.
Exactly. Like, if you're close to my parents' age, I'm sorry, sir.
but it's so
it be hard?
easy
Yeah.
if your parents are young for
yeah.
someone to be your parents' age. Like
oh, yeah.
Because
It gets hard.
41 as well. So it's
mhm.
Oh, yeah.
like
No go.
I really
And I
don't.
feel like your parents are not going to like it. They're like, who? Why?
My mom, when I be telling her about some people, she be like, they're older than me. Like, what are they doing?
No, I'm not gonna lie. One time I like went on a date with this guy. I didn't know how old he was because I usually don't even ask.
Mhm.
But he was like, yeah, when I was deployed in Iraq, I was like, wait.
And I'm like, you know what? Have a good day, sir. I'm going.
Thank you for your service.
Exit to
When
the
he
left.
said, I remember the
No.
90s, but not in the I was born in 1996 way, I was like, oh my fucking God.
No way. I mean, but then some people, I mean, I guess like it depends. Lord have mercy. It depends. Like, if it's a woman, like with a younger dude, people will be like, it's okay. But when it's a man with a younger woman, we be like, nah. That's kind of like how it is like now. Like,
Oh,
we
yeah,
see like
that's
Dre and
true.
Michelle
That's true.
and Jalen Green.
That's true.
And well, I seen anything like where it was basically saying like, well, he said it that she was his babysitter at when he was 12 or like 13 or something. Either way, that's
This is
weird.
crush. Like when you get, because I be thinking like, like I said, if I got a little bit of money, like, and I get my hands on Method Man,
Oh my.
I don't care if he 50. My mom
You
gonna
said
have
turn
to
away
accept
with
it. For real, because if you think when you get money like that and you have access to like the women and men that you had a crush on when you were a kid,
Mhm.
I'm not even mad at it. But like for her, she should know better.
I mean, yeah, and that's kind of like Keisha Cole and Hendrix too. But
Honcho, yeah.
what's his name? Yeah,
Honcho.
Honcho. I think I don't know nothing about them, but it's just like her music. We know has been like a staple in our in like R&B. So it's like,
Right.
are you singing this song about this man? Because no, he was probably 13 when half these songs was coming out.
Yeah.
When I Googled him and saw he was born in 1999.
Oh, never mind. He was probably 2 when half these songs came
Like,
out.
oh
Like, no. And I mean, I get it. Like you said, like I get it. Like they have money. Like they're on the same, kind of caliber. But it'd be like it's kind of given like you don't have anyone in your age bracket. I mean, you also have been on a stage longer than him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why even?
See, I feel like that'd be the biggest thing for me when like there's an age gap. I'm always like, okay, like why are you single? And I'm not even gonna lie. Half the time I end up figuring out like, okay, like I get why you're single.
Mhm.
Like it's not like, okay, you can't find anyone in
Mhm.
your like age range. No issue. So
it's Keisha.
but no, I think that's definitely
They want a young, hot tenderoni.
they be trying to cool down.
What's that? What was that movie? What's the movie?
Which
Someone got their groove back.
Stella.
Yeah.
That's all of them right now.
Yeah.
That's literally all of them.
But they be
But
trying
Tay Diggs
to
was
settle down Stella though.
For real.
Like, no.
No, you gotta let them young men live.
Right. But like you said though, the double standard does exist when it comes to like women and being like which one is older and younger. So but for me I know. But yeah. I know the Roddy Ricch Grammy situation happened last week, and there's been a lot of comments. Some people were like, "You should have gave him more money." Some people were like, "That's his property." So, what do y'all think about the whole situation?
They should have just gave him his stuff back. But I mean, I understand like why and like an average person be like, "Hey, you want this back? Let me get some money."
Yeah, I would need a couple bands. I would need a couple bands.
Like more than 10?
No, 10 is fine.
Okay, because that's what he offered them, and then he basically was like, no, he wanted AP. He want 50.
AP?
Yes.
That's like,
and then he said
more than an award.
Yes, and then he was like, oh, he wants 50,000, and then like Roddy Ricch came out, he was like, yeah, after the guy said that, he was like, yeah, just sleep on those offers, basically.
Can't you couldn't he just go to the Academy and ask them to make him another Grammy?
Man, it say that the trophy is worth about $800. You
can't even resell it though.
Like, you want me to? No. If I'm Roddy Ricch, no.
Yeah.
I would have sold the clothes.
I'd have been like, yeah, I would probably.
Well, he was supposed to give that was a problem too.
He wanted the clothes.
He wanted the clothes back too, and they was like, where's the clothes when he brought the Grammy? He's like,
yeah, I would have sold
he
the
he worried about the Grammy. He'd probably made it a real goal. Probably got a little.
That's a good question though, whether they can like well, I guess they can remake it.
Yeah, didn't Kanye pee on his Grammy?
I mean, not.
It sound about right.
Am I tripping? Did I make that up?
No, it sound about right, probably. But no, yeah, I thought that situation was just kind of messy. But it also showed too, like, people kind of try to use like little things for clout. Because like even when he returned it, they said they were like filming the whole like return thing. It's like,
my boy, just come on.
Okay. And I get like people that were leaking his information and stuff like that. Like that's not right either because you put somebody's life in danger. But yeah, that's just
you getting in trouble for real.
Yeah,
like, it really be the fans.
Yes,
the fans, because ain't no real fan gonna leak your stuff.
No,
or try to keep your stuff like.
Right, and it's crazy that we got to a point online where it's like, okay, like if something happens with someone, they don't like this person, they calling the job, they calling the school, they leaking every like social security, every single thing, and it's like.
Sick. And it's always those passive aggressive people who don't have the balls to stand up to someone in person. So
Mhm.
they'll like record and be like, oh, this person was mean to me. I don't want you to do anything to them though. But like the internet already
Yeah.
found out like it's like a
Yes.
mass like public execution. Like,
Honestly, because once you make that video saying this person did this, it's up. The people on the internet, they like, okay, we got to find out everything for that one little moment of fame. So that is
People just want money.
no, they do.
That's everyone's
And
motive.
clout. Like that
Mhm.
one tweet that goes off, that one they like, yes. So it's a crazy world we live in. But yeah, on the topic of, I know we talked about Twitter and things that have been going on. I saw this tweet about like black math, girl math. So I want to know what's y'all favorite like black math, girl math, like sayings or things.
mine is I'm gonna text here instead of knocking on the door like a normal person.
You gonna text here?
that you
I'm gonna
can
just
say.
text
I
and
do
say
it.
I'm here,
Here, I ain't
instead of
not-
knocking on the door, just
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah.
My girl math probably is if I have cash and I got my credit and then I got my card
Mm-hmm.
and I pay with it with cash. I
didn't
still got
spend
money.
any
Okay, yeah.
Or if I
yeah.
have
I
it
just
in my
spend it for free. I
Apple
just got it for
Cash, yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's for
spend
free.
any money.
It was free money.
No, I like those. I think mine is the whole saying, like, if you like it, I love it. Because it's so passive aggressive. Like, you really do not love it. You hate that.
Exactly. But, you know,
but it sounds good.
But I always gonna say that you like it, I love it. Sometimes we don't, but if you do, we gonna back you up. We gonna support you.
Or when they say you better than me.
You're not. Just take that as they would not do whatever you just told them you did
Not for
or
real.
explain. So,
You better than me. Not for real. You better than me. No
and if
doubt.
you don't know, you're like, oh, no, they ain't saying that to be nice.
Or when you tell your mom you're depressed and she say go depress them dishes.
Yeah, you know, mama definitely gonna play on
My
any
mom,
word.
bro.
Gonna play on any word possible. It don't matter how you feel.
Yeah.
Go clean up.
But black people got the most out of pocket sayings when it comes to stuff like that, though. Because what do you mean?
Them let my good AC out. What is some black
Right.
saying? What we be saying?
Bro, there's so many. Something ain't clean in the buttermilk.
What?
What's that?
You never heard that?
I ain't heard nothing about no buttermilk.
What?
That's what they say.
That says
This is what my
Cincinnati.
grandma say. She say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it
'em
drink.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
know
okay,
that.
I
We
like
know
that.
What else? I have
Who are gonna be that? No, for that's definitely one.
That's
Definitely one. But I ain't know.
no, it is.
I
I
need to
wish
look at that.
when we were doing this, I should have looked in there because they literally broke down like everything.
mean?
Like my nerves is bad.
You on my nerves. Like,
You
how
work
you
in
on
my nerves. What's another one? He's touched. He's special. Which I don't say that.
wow. What, he's touched? Nah.
What's something? Something my grandma gonna say.
We always say like there's that kid in the family like he's a little special.
What we were saying earlier, I ain't one of your little friends.
Oh,
That's
oh.
the one. That's the one.
They be saying that. Then you grow up and now you want to date little.
Exactly. Now we besties.
No,
Besties.
me and my mom, bro.
Besties now.
I tell my mom all my business.
Oh, me too.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I be like, girl. She like, oh,
That-
God. What happened?
Girl, for real. First one I'm calling. My mom.
Right.
Shout out to my mom. My mom's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy
Happy birthday.
birthday.
She getting old out here. But not for real. Mothers are definitely besties.
No, they are. They are. But no. So we broke down some of the sayings that white people love to say. Sometimes you don't really catch on if you not. But you know.
You can learn.
But now let's kind of switch the vibes and talk about some music. So what do y'all think the Dream and Nightmare song is for girls? Like, what
I
do you think is the
say-
female anthem?
Itty Bitty Piggy is mine.
Okay. Itty Bitty Piggy. I had a couple,
Mhm.
honestly. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna say Act Up by
Maybe
City
for
Girls.
Okay.
the
Act Up by
Grand
City Girls would be a
Rising.
comparison to that because anytime Act Up come on with the City Girls,
Oh,
I
Action
have-
Miami and I kind of remember
Exactly.
Sack Up.
but
Yeah.
for my like female anthem, that would
Mhm.
be Doo Wop. But
Okay.
comparison to Dreams and Nightmares, everybody's saying Act Up.
Okay.
for my wholesome shea butter baby.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
You said Grand Rising.
Hey, queen.
Exactly. You know. But I feel like everybody know that song though.
No, they do.
Everyone know that. So I feel like if it came on like in a family
But I feel like
function-
Dreaming of Nightmares, they seem like,
But-
oh, we gonna rap word for
Oh yeah,
word.
yeah,
Like, we gonna
exactly.
go.
No, so that's
Itty
not
bitty
that's not the same
piggy.
comparison. That's not a comparison. But
Mhm.
And
Act Up. Act Up is compared to
Okay,
Dreams and
yeah.
Nightmares. That's what we going crazy at the club.
I have Act Up on mine. I don't know. I have for everybody. I don't know if y'all are keen
Ooh.
to like Cash Doll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cash
that
Doll.
song
Everybody
did
Everybody?
blow up.
Everybody.
Yeah. So I had that song on there too.
Well, did it is City Girls is there? I'll Take That Man. You know the remake they did on I'll Take
Oh,
That
I
Man?
love that one.
Yeah.
too.
I put that up there too.
No, that was a
I like
good
I
one.
like the regular version too of Salt and Pepper. I like
No, I
theirs.
like that one too.
I had that as like an
Mhm.
anthem.
Oh,
What
no,
about
that's
any?
good.
Y'all think any of Beyonce's songs are? What
Like
about
the Dreams and Night.
No, not like a Dreams. I'm saying
Oh,
like,
like
just
just like
female anthem.
anthem. Me, Myself, and I.
Me, Myself, and I. I like Flawless.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Flawless.
What
Mhm.
else? I like.
I feel
Ring
like some
the
people
Alarm.
say irreplaceable, but I don't.
Irreplaceable.
Like people know they gonna know the lyrics to it, like to the last.
What about Who's That Girl? For like a
Oh,
female
Eve?
anthem. Yeah, from E.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good female anthem.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
But compared to Dreams and Nightmares, let me see what else. I feel like not a Glorilla or Megan have any songs compared to Dreams and Nightmares that'd be like
Cash it. Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
That song, bro, and was it Sex Talk?
Yeah.
That song.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It's like, you know.
Not the hum.
No, I'm saying like the beat.
You gotta be sick.
I'm like,
Never mind.
you know he ready to come.
Let me try to sing to the part.
I'm trying to. That's what I'm
it's not
trying to
explicit.
like. I don't.
Yeah, I feel like all her. Some of her tunes slow.
It's hard.
Do y'all know Realer?
Yeah.
Like Realer. I feel like that could be a.
Who was that by?
Megan.
Megan.
I keep
Really,
it really,
real?
really
Yeah,
real.
that's
Okay, yeah.
like that
Yeah.
could be compared to Dreams and Nightmares.
Oh, Bodak Yellow.
Oh, Bodak Yellow
By
was.
Cardi B.
yeah,
the
yeah,
moment.
yes.
Because when that
That's a
song
good
came
one.
out,
No.
every event I was at, I'm rapping it word for word. My
Yes.
uncle like, yeah, get on. Trying to think of anything else.
But Dreams and Nightmares is a hard song. We gonna rap that too.
No, we are. People be saying they tired of it, but
Bro, I am tired of that
If you
song.
don't-
I haven't heard it though. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard it out in a while, but I used to get so tired of that song. Getting stepped on, stumped on.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
I remember when I didn't know the lyrics. And you
Now, when I
I'm
went
like,
to,
oh my
before
God,
I
what
went
is
to
this?
college, I sat down and studied them
with
lyrics
you.
like
Yeah,
homework.
after my first outing and not knowing the lyrics, I'm like, yeah, never again. I won't come in here not knowing the lyrics.
right.
And that one T Grizzly song.
Oh, First Day Out.
Yeah.
Yeah. First Day Out was definitely
Oh, yeah,
a
that was
banger
one of
for
those
real.
ones. How about Mo Bamba? Like at y'all college, did y'all like
Obama.
Bro, that
Oh,
song
shit.
is the song that they
yeah.
play.
And I'm getting
Yeah.
really.
That's the song that they play when you enter the portal to hell. Like,
Oh God.
bro,
What?
that song gives me so many like bad, like dirty, like white frat house party memories. Bro, they wore
Damn,
that
the black
song
people
out.
didn't play that at y'all parties.
I mean, I went to Rutgers, so like
Gotta have like a black community.
we did, but they wouldn't be playing shit like that. They would play like Afro beats and
Oh.
dance hall like type music.
Mm-hmm.
But like I heard Mo Bamba like my first semester at Rutgers,
Mm-hmm.
being in them dirty frat basements, like and everyone jumping around.
You know,
PTSD. I have a
certain
bunch
songs.
of videos. Yeah,
Certain songs get them
PTSD.
crazy. Girl.
That song, they love that song. They love Gold Digger by Kanye West.
And, I can see. I can see why. I ain't banging
That
it though. I ain't
song.
about to be banging it at no party though.
But that's I have been to I think a couple of those parties. And I was like, okay, not coming back. But
I used to only go for the free alcohol.
oh no, they gonna have that.
Like one thing I love about like white establishments, there ain't no cover charge. You walking in that bitch, you having a little nice cheap drink and you can leave.
I haven't.
Why are cocktails like $22?
For real?
But shout out to the record room because we went there and the drinks were not $20.
How
It was
that?
18. That's basically
It's close.
20.
But the alcohol,
The
but I
tax-
feel like
It
the
was worth
alcohol
it.
that
It
was
was
in there though,
strong,
you could be
though.
okay with one. I feel like now, like you'll buy a drink for $20, you like this was no, like there was no alcohol.
Mhm.
So
No,
it's-
that's fair.
They be putting the alcohol through the straw.
Wait, they pour all that juice and be like,
Yeah, thanking you drinking
Right.
alcohol. No.
But that's why I like to pregame before I go out.
Mm-hmm.
because drinks is too expensive. Like I
They are.
always say, like if I go somewhere, I'm like, if the drinks ain't free tonight, I'm just not drinking.
That makes sense.
Hey, that's the mission. Get free drinks.
Like,
Get free drinks. Like, if I'm going out, I mean, of course, I'm gonna get my own first, but you know,
the thing, my like favorite thing
Mm-hmm.
is I'm always like expecting to buy my own drink, but one thing that I always like to do, you like walk up to the bar, you have your wallet out, and then there's always someone like, you're too bad to be buying your own drink.
Like that was the mission. That was a goal.
Mission accomplished.
Right?
not for real. But sometimes you know you gotta. Do y'all ever like buy the drink back?
Buy the drink back.
Yeah, like if he buys you a drink,
If I like the guy,
Yeah,
I
might.
would.
like
But
I don't need you to, but
most times, just give me the drink and get away from me.
Yeah.
yeah, because sometimes
I've had a time though where some of the guys try to guilt trip you though. They'll
I
be
was just-
like, I know this is all you want, so you can walk away.
I was
Okay,
just
bye.
about to
That's
say
what
that.
you saying?
I had a bad experience like that for New Year's. Like this guy was literally like about to argue with me. He was like doing too much. He was like, "Oh, like you just used me for a drink." Like, sir, I was just standing here with my friends, and you came up and said that you wanted to buy a drink. That didn't mean that I was
That's why
staying with
we-
you the whole night at this
Mhm.
party.
That's why I
Like,
buy it
what
back
do you
sometimes
mean?
because okay, we met each other. Like,
But it's like you didn't have to offer if that's what
Exactly.
you were like. This was not gonna
didn't
be
have
that.
You used me for a drink is funny.
like, what are you in here for? What are you in here for? Like,
Just crazy times, boy. But yeah, so we talked about our dreams and nightmare songs, female anthems. I know they released the Apple recap, Spotify recap. So let's
Like to
pull
pull
out
it up.
ours so we can just see what
So
was on everybody's list.
just a forewarning.
Mm-hmm.
When I listen to music mainly in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm getting ready to go out, or if I'm like on my way to work and I need to pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be surprised at the
What
top
it is.
5.
oh lord,
Okay,
I play my music.
let's hear
It's a
it.
little ratchet.
Okay,
Gonna give that pre-warning. So my top 5, number 1 was Future.
Okay.
Number 2 was Boss Mandilo. And I know I was
I already
saying
knew that.
I know I was
I didn't
saying
know that
I
because
already
the
knew
way
it was
how
gonna
she
be
said that
Boss
man is
Nah.
a trashes.
But bro, the beats
Yeah,
No, they
hit.
do. They
My
do.
number 1 most played song this year was Talk My Shit. Third is Jeezy. Jeezy makes Get to the Bag music. You
Mhm.
know, he was on my summer like listening, so I knew
Mhm.
that. I was surprised at Meg The Stallion being number 4.
Mm-hmm.
But then I thought about it. I do be in the gym like, you know, hot girl.
Mhm.
Right.
And then 5th was Gunna. I love me some Gunna.
Oh, I love Gunna.
Can never turn me away from Gunna.
No matter what, you going?
Sure.
Okay.
So my top artists, I have Future at 1, Drake at 2. Love some Drake. If you know, like I be playing some Drake, putting on shuffle, especially once fall hits. Like you got to play Certified Lover Boy. Like,
She's an
certified.
Aubrey's angel.
give or take. I love some Drake. So Drake's 2, 3 Metro Boomin, 4 21 Savage, and then 5 Maverick City Music. So
Okay, we got something in common. Who did you have any top songs, or what was your top song?
I don't think we went through that yet.
Okay.
We're gonna do the artists.
For mine weren't surprising because my top artist was the same as last year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my music kind of changed, but my top one was Burna Boy.
Mm-hmm.
My second was Masego. I don't know if you know Masego. Okay. Third one, J. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth was Maverick City, and then fifth was Tim's. So mine's
So
kind of
wholesome, very mindful and demure.
Yeah. You
I
got a
would say,
good
yeah.
variety too.
Yeah.
kinda. I don't know. I feel like my music is like it changes for real. But I feel like mine is low key influenced by like my twin sister. Cause I mean, she put me on basically everybody on this list for real. But
Is Masego Afrobeats?
yeah, well,
Okay.
no, he's like how you would kind of describe
Or
him as like
dancehall?
jazz, dance hall. He considers himself like a trap house jazz. That's what he kind of.
Mhm.
It's he's Jamaican and American, but it's like he makes his own. He makes like everything. So he's kind of like J. Cole in a sense. Like he keeps all his stuff, private. Like he doesn't make music for like his current reality. Like he makes music because it's an art to him. So like he's different. Like I went to his concert this summer and he was making beats on the stage and he made like a song on the spot. Like he's that. Like he's like that type of artist.
like K Tronada.
I guess I don't know who that is, but that's literally
Is that how you say his name?
I think so.
K Tronada.
It's like the house DJ guy.
Oh yeah. It's kind of like that. Like it was like I mean he's pretty cool. So
I have to check him out.
yes, y'all know the song Tadao? I think it came out like in 2018, 2019.
How's it go?
It went viral on TikTok.
No,
I don't remember.
I gotta hear.
What about
it.
Yams? Can I get to the yams?
Oh, that's him?
That's him.
Oh.
That's like the Thanksgiving song.
Mhm,
Y'all ever played it
yeah.
over Thanksgiving?
I've heard that.
Oh yeah, so that he
No.
made both those songs. Look, yeah, I feel like you'll like it. I feel like you like it, Nikki. So yeah,
Because he had Fetty Wap on there. Like, Fetty Wap did a cover too, or
not to that one.
to Yams?
Yeah, no.
I think that's how I heard about the song. I didn't know that it was actually a
I don't know. I don't know if
I
Fetty
didn't
Wap
know-
have. I
yeah.
just knew Maseko's.
Oh,
I
I
only
didn't
heard
know
his.
that. I
Yeah.
heard him like sing it on like Instagram. It was like going viral. I didn't know that it was
Probably
an actual song.
Probably.
That's cool though.
But yeah,
Nice.
it's my top.
So what about songs? You can let's start with
Songs,
you.
top song. It was more Afrobeat. So my top song was by Wiz the Kid. It's called I Don't Know with IDK.
Mhm.
Third was like Free Fall from Tim's. Everything's Tim's.
Mhm.
You and Me, and then By Felicia by Masego. Y'all gotta listen to
Okay.
that. By Felicia.
Yeah, I have to listen to him.
Yeah, so my music is kind of different from you guys, but
No, I know that I listen to like hood, like YN music.
Girl.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with
It just
that
gets
at
me-
all.
It just gets me so hype, especially in the gym. Like
I'm the same.
I want to
way.
hear beats. I want to hear Rick Ross. I
Now, don't-
wanna-
That's how I am when I'm
Don't
getting
think,
ready
Yeah.
to go
don't
out.
think that I don't
But,
listen
like,
to music like that. King
listen
Von is
to-
one of my favorites. I listen to drill music all the time.
Okay.
Exactly. I can rap to y'all. King Von song, Lil Dirt song. I'm saying because I'm telling y'all like
Yeah.
my music like changes. Like,
Yeah.
I like a diverse like set
Right.
of music. So like I like drill. I mean rap.
Yeah.
I like some rap. Like I don't like some,
Yeah.
like current rap. But
I feel like for me it depends on like where I'm going. Like if I'm getting ready to go out, like I got like
yeah, I gotta.
the YN music.
Yeah. But
get
just
ready.
like during the workday, I'll listen to like funk and like R&B
Yeah.
music.
Mhm.
But
Like I ain't trying to get too lit now. We trying to work.
Yeah. but like when I'm out and about, I want to hear some hood shit.
Mm-hmm.
And for my top songs, I have All to Myself, Out of My Hands, Love Bad Bitches, Forever Lasting, and then Strawberry Worship. So
Strawberry Worship. Who is that by?
it's about like this guy. It's like I think his name is like Uninvited. He's kind of like a
Strawberry
gospel R&B type, but it's actually really really good. Like it,
Listen
you
to
have to
that.
listen to it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna listen to that.
good.
That sounds like a nice song.
No, it's actually really good.
So my top 5 was Talk My Shit by Boss Mandilo.
Okay.
We need that.
The second one was Turn Your Click Up, Future.
Turn your yeah.
The third was Not Like Us,
Mhm.
Kendrick Lamar. I wore that song
I see.
in the ground. Like when I tell you,
It's already your top
Yeah.
I wore that song out. Get It Sexy and Wasam Baby by Rob 49 and Lil Wayne. So,
Okay.
Okay, those are good.
Okay.
I was
my
surprised.
hype songs.
No, those are good. I was surprised I had those 3 like future songs.
Now I figured somebody was gonna have
Top.
future on there for real.
Mhm.
What about your top albums?
Mine didn't let me. Spotify Wrapped was lacking this year. It didn't even show me my top album.
I don't know how this is
I
my
have
top album.
Mine, The Future We Still Don't Trust You, Sugar Honey Ice,
Mm.
Gelato album, the Don Toliver album, Certified Lover Boy, and then American Dream, the 21 Savage one. So Certified Lover Boy, I'm not surprised because I always have to replay that.
I don't know how I had Tupac up there, but he was my number one. All Eyes on Me was my number
Bro,
one.
All Eyes on
Was
Me.
was my
I
number
love
one
that album.
My second one was J. Cole.
Mhm.
Might delete later. Love me some Cole.
Okay.
After that was Tim's Born in the Wild, and then Glorilla's Glorious was my fourth. And she's what? What was she? She's ranked number one for
Hottest rap or
Yeah.
female rapper this year. No, she really did
that
take
thing
over.
Yeah,
for
she-
real.
Maybe I need to get Apple Music.
Yeah, girl. Switch over.
I don't Spotify because they had the Spotify Hulu bundle,
Mm-hmm.
so
That's what
that's
I
why
had.
I've had it. Yeah,
But I don't really use it though. Like I had it when I was in college because I think they used to have like HBO. There was something that was
Yeah, it was-
packaged
yeah.
together, so I had it then. But I'm like, I don't really use it now.
I feel like if I have an iPhone, Apple Music need to be free.
I agree.
For real.
There's no
I'm
way
glad
I
I
should
got a
have to
discount.
pay. Because what else can I listen to on the phone? Like, because I pay for it. So, no, that is good. And then we're getting close to Christmas season. So, or Christmas holiday. What's everyone's favorite Christmas song and then Christmas movie?
I have a list. So my favorite Christmas song, "Silent Night" by The Temptations.
Yo, that's so
Okay,
mine.
yeah.
We agree.
This Christmas, but the Donny Hathaway version.
Okay.
Obviously, "All I Want for Christmas," Mariah Carey. "Why'd You Leave Me on Christmas," B2K. I love
B2K?
Bro, Santa hooked me up. That Christmas album was hitting.
Okay.
I don't care. I love me some B2K. And then "Santa Claus Is Coming to Town," the Jackson 5 version.
Yes. Girl, you just took my whole list.
And then favorite Christmas movie? I don't even know if it's really a Christmas movie, but it's a holiday movie, is Soul Food.
Is it the
You
Christmas?
said Christmas?
It's not a Christmas.
That is a
it's a
good one.
holiday.
It is a
Okay.
holiday.
It's holidays.
Okay.
Christmas, soul food. Fuck the
Okay.
family. The
Ooh.
family fucked my husband.
Oh.
You never seen Soul Food?
Yeah, I have.
Oh.
Mhm.
That's my favorite part of the movie.
Exactly. Yeah, I remember at the
Terry-
table. Yeah.
Terry was in the right the whole movie. They was playing in her face.
I am weak.
They really were.
I think. Where you
Yeah.
gonna go?
I was gonna say I had the same. Basically, I had Jackson 5, Santa Claus Coming to Town, Let It
Mhm.
Snow by Boyz II Men.
Wait,
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot.
That's good.
Yeah, I put that one in there. That's one of my favorites. Like it's just so heartfelt.
Mhm.
That's when I know Christmas is coming for real. But yeah, that's my top two.
Okay. I have Twinkle Twinkle Little Me, Stevie Wonder.
Mhm.
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, Luther Vandross.
I like that.
It's Christmas, but I like the Chris Brown version, so
Yeah.
I have that one. And then Silent Night. I think you said that one already, so
Yeah, I love the Temptations.
I like Almost Christmas, the movie. You ever seen that?
I think I just that has Monique, right?
Yeah.
I just
Mhm.
started watching that one,
She's
but
funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was a little
It came in
in
2006
it, but
in the movie.
yeah, because that was
I
my
don't-
first time watching it.
Yeah.
I hadn't watched it before.
I
But
watched it a
was-
couple times.
It's pretty good. It was alright.
This Christmas, of course.
For a
That's-
movie.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
This Christmas.
Yeah, I like this Christmas. Home Alone, can't go wrong with that.
Home Alone.
Perfect
Alone.
Holiday. I like
Yeah.
that too.
Dang, Home Alone definitely do it. Elf. Everybody like
Yeah.
Elf.
Mhm.
Elf.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Of course.
Oh, and the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. Is that his name?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tim
Santa
Allen.
Claus. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
The actual movie.
From
This-
Home
yeah.
Improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I know.
Those movies were
You done
good.
seen it.
Yeah,
You've
I mean
seen it.
that. I was like, I
Polar
gotta see.
Express.
Oh yes, that's a staple.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
watched
Yeah.
it before
Oh,
Christmas break. You had to hot chocolate
Hot
with
chocolate,
pajamas. You know that's Christmas break. That's
Right?
Christmas break time when they play that movie.
It's time to go home.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Nah, for real. Pull the TV out.
Right?
Have y'all put your Christmas tree up yet?
We don't have no Christmas tree.
Christmas tree.
Black
I didn't
Black
celebrate
people.
Christmas growing up, so
So you didn't put a tree up?
no, we never put up a tree.
We
Yeah, we have.
pick and choose when we want to put one up. But we didn't put one up
Yeah.
last year. We put one up this
Yeah.
year. I just bought one yesterday morning.
I feel like
Maybe,
it'd be like when you're away from home. I don't know. Some
Yeah, it
people
feel
just be
different.
Like, oh, like, yeah, they decorated back home. I'm going
Mhm.
back home for
Exactly. That's what.
Christmas, so-
Exactly. I went back home from this last year. So I was like, I ain't putting a little tree,
Yeah.
but I'm spending up here this year. So
Oh.
I got a little white tree. I ain't never got a white tree before. We're gonna see how this go.
That's
Probably, but it's about to
cute.
look holy.
What are you gonna like? What colors you gonna decorate?
I got blue and silver. For
Oh, that's
now.
gonna be cute.
oh,
We
yeah,
gonna
that
see how
is
it come
cute.
together. I'm gonna see how.
I'm gonna have to see some pictures.
Yes.
But yeah, so we've covered our favorite Christmas songs, movies. So let's move over to sports and talk about the conversation that's been had about franchise players in smaller markets moving to larger markets and just that kind of being encouraged. What's everyone's thoughts on that?
That's one reason why I like the NFL, because there are small markets in the NFL, but like it's about the team, and like if you're from a specific city, like you're gonna rep that team no matter who's on it. Whereas the NBA, they market and like cater to certain players, so that's always pushed more. And I feel like the NBA could be it could have a better product if they did like let players stay in like smaller markets. Like Charlotte Hornets needs like a player, Milwaukee Bucks, like teams like that need their franchise player to get traction. So I don't like when people say, oh, like they need to go to the Lakers, they need to go to the Knicks. Like there's too many teams in NBA to just say 3 teams need all the good players.
Exactly.
I
You
agree.
can't. You gotta make in a sense like all your teams like that. Like you don't want to have every these 3 teams being that, you know, the team that everybody should go to because they're considered good. If you're in the NFL, if you're in you're in NBA, WNBA, whatever, you are the best players globally. So it's like, why not, you know, have a franchise player on, you know, each of these teams? So this, like, for example, like LaMelo, like we're talking about LaMelo being a part of the net, like the Hornets or whatever. They need to make him more marketable. They need to be able to, you know, make him the face of the team. Like, don't just say he need to move to different teams. I mean, he has to. They need to build around him. They need to build around him so he can, you know, flourish. Like, so I mean, like it depends, but
and that was like the one blessing of LeBron actually already being from Ohio, because it's like no one wants to play in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But that's why I was also happy that we did the Donovan Mitchell trade, because he like made us better. No one still will probably want to come to Cleveland, but as long as we can make some good acquisitions.
But you never know. I mean, they're doing good this season. People may want or be attractive to. I mean, they've had runs before. I mean, that was when LeBron was there, but
But it's like,
and I feel like just being able to draft like players to come there, it's like, okay, that's what builds a franchise. So if you're saying like, oh, every good player needs to leave, then you're gonna have franchises that are not doing good.
Right.
And for the business model of like the whole NBA, like that just can't really happen. Right. So I think you made a good point when you talked about like the NFL marketing, you know, teams as a whole. And I do feel like the NBA does miss out on that. It's more so like, oh, like this player, this player, this player, instead of it being like, okay, this specific team.
Right.
And like the teams that are good, like the Lakers, Celtics, like those historical ones, like, yeah, like we want to see them do good, but we want to see everybody else like build up and like there's more parity when they are good. So,
because even for the NFL, obviously you have the big, like the Cowboys, or it's like probably like the biggest market, but like then you have, well, they're not good this year, but you have teams like the Bengals, Kansas City, where it's like they're winning, so people pay attention to the team. Even the Detroit like Lions,
like they put the right people on their team, so their brand has elevated like so much,
right?
And it's like, even if it's like the freaking Jacksonville Jaguars versus who's another bad team, the New York Jets, it's still gonna have like 20 million viewers.
Yeah,
even though
you got your players, your certain players,
because people love the teams themselves and not just the players.
I agree. And while we're talking about the NBA, I know there was a comment made by Cam Thomas about, I guess, his generation emulated James Harden more than Steph Curry. And then this whole conversation about who's more influential for the generation started. So what's everyone's thoughts on those two?
I don't know how you made
I'll say it's a tie.
Yeah.
Now that I
you really can't. I really can't compare them. Like their style of play is very unique, but they both have had a significant impact on the league. So I mean, I guess it's his point of view. I mean, okay. But I don't know. I feel like they bring two different like styles of play for like you said, like the 3 points and, you know, setback, like Steph, and then Harden, like he going hard in the paint, but it's like I really can't compare. I really won't be able to compare
I'll
them.
say
for
it's a tie.
Yeah. But I think what he was saying was basically saying like his generation, like they could model their game after James Harden over Steph Curry. Maybe that's what I got from it. And I think that would be true, because like Steph Curry, like that's. You just gotta have it. Like you can't. There's no amount of like. You just gotta have it. He got that egg factor, so it is kind of hard for, like, I guess, like smaller generations or other generations before to just be like, okay, like I want to be Steph Curry, and I know a lot of people now
they want to be, but it's like you don't have that.
Steph Curry, because like obviously he's tall, but like I feel like the average person could model their game after like a Steph or a James Harden, because they're not so reliant on like their athleticism. Like you could build up those skills. Like people like LeBron or like Giannis, like since they're so
Really?
freakishly athletic, I feel like the average person, they can't
emulate
physically
their skill
even
at all.
emulate the game after them. So I think those two are the most influential when it comes to that.
For like I guess like recent generations for sure. Like
Mhm.
yeah, definitely can agree.
Okay, so let's move over to football. So I know in the last weekend there was a hit on Trevor Lawrence that everyone's been talking about, whether it was dirty, whether they should take out the sliding rule. So what do y'all think about it? And
It's
plus,
like-
the person got a 3-game suspension. So
I didn't think he needed a 3-game suspension, but I don't want to say I liked the hit, but I liked it for the simple fact that running quarterbacks need to know that if they don't slide or go out of bounds, that they're getting decked. Like, it's too many times where, like, especially like people like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, they do like the fake slide or fake like they're gonna go out of bounds.
even Caleb Williams.
And and people are scared to like hit the quarterback. Obviously, you're gonna get penalized and all this stuff, but like quarterbacks who are running need to know that they can get laid out if they don't.
Yeah, I feel like he. Well, I seen like a lot of people also saying like when I watch videos, like he kind of in a way slid kind of late.
He did slide
like
late.
he slid like because I can't say like it's all the defenders like it's all his fault. Like it was kind of like Trevor's fault, but like the rule is like once they do have that motion, they're going down. You essentially cannot hit them, or it's going to be the penalty. He got concussed, right? It low-key looked like he choked the man for real.
Yeah, because he hit him with like his forearm.
Yeah.
So
And
I
then
think
it's also the momentum of him already like launching
he can't
towards
stop.
him.
He can't like just abruptly stop like that. Like the collision was him stopping for real. Like
Mhm.
so, I think like
And even when I tried to like slow down the video, because I'm like, okay, like maybe what is like, even though like I don't know what's going on, but I did see Trevor like he was running, but it was like a moment in time where it seemed like he was gonna kind of like do like this and keep running.
Exactly.
And I'm like, but that move like that made him like, okay, I gotta hit him, but he was actually doing this and then sliding. So it's like
I
it's
like it.
tough.
What do y'all think about getting rid of like the sliding rule?
What
Or,
you
like,
mean?
It's basically like them being able to in the play basically. So they wouldn't be able to stop. They wouldn't be able to slide anymore.
No. I think they should keep it.
I think they should because people can do it successfully. They have done it successfully.
But you got to be prepared. Like she said, if you're faking, if you're doing this, doing that, you got to be prepared that you going to get hit.
Because
that shouldn't be a penalty.
Quarterbacks already get like so much protection.
Especially
like,
the roughing the passer. Like
there's so many games I watch when I'm like, players literally look like they're trying not to hit the quarterback. Like they already get enough protection as it is, and the defense is handicapped. So like I said, either go out of bounds or give yourself up, or you're gonna get hit.
Exactly.
It's
that whole
football at the end of the day.
Their reaction though, the team reaction was definitely like, I'm gonna be the same way about my teammates.
No, that was justified.
Don't be pushing up on my quarterback.
Yeah,
it was.
I think 3 games. That's
they pushing it. Yeah,
and like they were trying to say like, oh, like the unsportsmanlike and all these things, but I'm like, I think the media and everybody just kind of blowing it up, and they're like, oh, well, he had these past things happening in games, but it's like you can't say that you didn't suspend him, then you didn't fire him, then, and now you're like, oh, well, we're gonna do it now. Like,
don't they get fined
anyway? If they get also because Trevor is like out. I feel like they tried to give him games,
but he also was dealing with the injury anyways with his shoulder, so and not justifying the hit because it was a bad hit.
It's football.
Nonetheless,
exactly. It's football. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah,
like. If we're gonna play a barbaric sport,
exactly, that's what it is.
Barbaric. I don't want people to get injured, obviously,
right?
But
and don't be doing dirty stuff either.
Yeah,
that
some
needs
players,
to be
let me clothesline
a message around the league. Like quarterbacks, give yourself up or face the consequences.
Yeah,
but
because it makes it harder.
Because there have been times where I'm like, y'all letting Lamar Jackson run amok. If y'all don't tackle this boy,
when I see quarterbacks running,
if y'all don't tackle him,
exactly. Like you might, how they get that from? Like Josh Allen too. I see him. It was the last.
But
game
Josh Allen is big.
He is. No, last Sunday, I forgot who they play against. Oh, the 49ers during the snow game. That man ran and dropped his shoulder against a linebacker.
He's big.
He did not care. He did not care. Now that's what I'm saying. Some people can do it. Like they know they can take a hit.
Right.
But I don't know. It just depends on the quarterback, I guess. Like, are they the soft ones, or and they need the protection all the time, or they gonna take that hit and they gonna keep on playing. So.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta be on the league too. Like you gotta start like if it's a late slide, it's a late slide. Like we can't.
Yeah, but I think it was the contact too. Like since he made the contact is where like
because I didn't think it was a late slide. I just thought that the reaction, like kind of could be confusing, but I didn't think that he slid late.
He hit him like mid. I don't know. It's like he hit him like while he was sliding. So like.
Because I think he thought like, oh, he about to like fade me out.
Because he was trying to, the first down like was kind of near too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I like that Joe Burrow is a pocket princess. Pocket prince.
I gotta worry about him getting hit.
Nah, well,
he can still get hit,
line, but as far as like running,
that.
as far as running, he a pocket prince.
Yeah. While that was going on last weekend, I know it was rival week for college football. So a lot of fighting, a lot of flag planting. What are y'all thoughts?
That was the comment trend. The flag planting. Nobody likes the flag being put on their fields. Would not lose then. Win.
See, no, I don't plant no flag on my field. I went to UNC, so when I saw that, I'm like, get that, get it out of here. Like, we're not playing that. And I get win. You need to win. But if we lose, you're still not doing it. Especially that rivalry. Like,
yeah, that's North Carolina.
It's so funny because the only time I can bring myself to care about college football is when Ohio State plays Michigan.
Really? Oh, so yeah. It's like,
so did you?
And we've been getting our ass kicked. So the college football games I have been watching, it's been Michigan beating us every year, and it's a shame because Michigan ain't even like how they was when they had Jim Harbaugh? With the Chargers. They're not even as good as they were before, and we still lost. So that was disappointing. I guess if you keep losing, is it even a rivalry anymore? Or is it just?
I feel like it still is. It's still fuel. It's still fuel because you go.
Yeah, exactly. That passion is still there in between them teams.
If UNC, we keep losing to NC State, it's still up.
Exactly.
It's still up.
When I was watching those videos, you could just see like the aggression. Like, okay, so the Ohio and the Michigan game, like literally they were just, waving the flag. And it was a player that didn't even have pads on. It was somebody who wasn't even like in the game. He waving the flag, whatever. And as soon as they put that thing down, they knocked it. The police couldn't even stand up.
I love it.
They started pepper spraying and everything.
They started running the policemen over.
But that's how it should be, like, in all sports.
Now, for real,
I don't like
that passion.
Everybody, especially in the NFL, like, everybody sitting on the podcast together. You play good, bro. We besties. Like, I want real hate.
Yes. They be like, we hate to see the fighting. No, we don't. From a business standpoint, I get what you're saying, but as a viewer, I don't.
I love to see it.
But they did say like rivalry week was like the most viewed since like 2016. So that's good. And
then it's like, it's funny because they'll be like, this is bad for the league, but then when they do the promotional stuff,
that's what
they using the clips.
Exactly. That's what they about to use. Exactly what they about to use.
Because I can't even tell you how many times I saw clips of that. I'm like, okay, y'all say y'all don't like this, but them views up, like you said.
They had viewers out the woodwork.
No, that's crazy. But I know we've kind of spent a little bit of time talking about the Lakers, but really not much. So I know LeBron's been, I guess, having a few struggle games and scoring lower than he has in previous seasons. So how do y'all feel about this? Like, do you think that he has 1 or 2 years left? Do you think that it's the team structure? Because I do. But
yeah.
I feel like this needs to be, it's not going to be his last year because, LeBron wants a farewell tour of everybody.
And a farewell
tour. He do. So this won't be his last year. It should be.
Yeah, it definitely ain't.
It should be.
You said it should be?
I think it should be.
You think so?
Because it's like, when you have a player on your roster that's his age, that's taking up like 40% of the cap, it's always going to be a poor roster construction no matter what. Like, you can't build with 2 players making $50 million. Like, how else are you going to fill out the roster?
I mean, my rebuttal to that, this summer, he was going to take away like a lot less money for them to sign people. But it was
way less.
Where the money
like $3 million
It wasn't $3 million. I think it was more than $3 million actually, because they were trying to get Clay. Like, he was an option. So I think it was more than $3 million because they had like the minimum, but they were going to add extra money if he took less. So the front office, they still can't get the job done either. So I mean, if you're telling me you can't get the job done and you want me to take less, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Like,
But it's
they
like-
didn't get anyone.
But the thing I feel like Lakers fans aren't realizing, no one wants to play there.
Exactly.
No one wants to be
They haven't been the
scapegoated
team. They haven't
and
been the team
sent
they're
death
supposed to be.
threats.
I mean, maybe
because
not
they
a star
missed the shot.
player, but I feel like
Nobody
I mean,
wants to
Austin
play
Reeves
there.
up there, right? He's doing. I mean, he's a rising star, but
he got hurt. So.
Yeah, exactly. But
Nobody
I feel
wanna
like
play there.
I wouldn't say that. I think people do want to play there. I
The
think
best
that the
folks.
people that they were trying to get, like Clay, he already had that identity thing. Like, okay, I'm not trying to be associated with Steph. So, okay, being there with LeBron. I'm not saying they have to get anyone like that, but you can still get some solid role players than what we got. Like,
I
the
feel
bench
like-
having 17 points last night is crazy.
yeah, because last night
The Hawks had 55.
The Hawks was
Like,
I
going
feel like if
crazy
we
last
look,
night.
especially in the Western Conference, though, outside of like OKC, the Timberwolves are like struggling, but they still have good pieces. A lot of the benches in the West are not really that good.
Mhm.
Like Denver's bench is horrible.
I feel like everybody have those franchise players.
Yeah,
and
they
just
have,
They're dependent, like the
yeah.
Lakers are dependent on
But they
AD
have,
and
Denver is kind of interesting to compare, though, because in their starting lineup, they have Jokic, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon. Like, those are solid.
those are
pieces.
solid
Like,
Aaron Gordon's out, isn't he still? He got
Right,
injured.
is he out?
And I think they moved Russ to the starting because Jokic has been in and out
Yeah, because he
of
got
the
hurt.
lineup too.
Yeah. But I still feel
Or
like...
even like the Warriors. Like, I don't know. I feel like
But they have solid role players, though. They have, like, Buddy Hield. They have people that fit into their system. That's my
the
thing. I
Lakers
feel like
have decent role players.
they do, but they're still
they had decent role players when they're not on the Lakers. We have Gabe Vincent. He was a decent role player, but he come there. We don't get that.
I feel like they shift their the Lakers have shifted their offense from LeBron to kind of like AD in a way.
But they should.
They should, but it's not working.
It's not that it has-
working.
it's not that it's
only
not
doesn't work when
Everyone is not playing their part. Look, AD has had good games where he has saved the Lakers.
yeah.
Last night's game, LeBron James did his thing. I mean, he had 39 points, but Trae Young had 31.
But then the thing with the Lakers, it's not even all just about scoring. They are
gotta share the
horrible
ball.
defensively, they're bad.
defensively.
Yeah.
Trae
Like
Young
they,
had-
a lot of times they're playing 4-on-5 because
Exactly.
people aren't running
Playing.
back like
Or
that.
they're over helping on defense. Like, you don't need to
Mhm.
come over.
They-
And I think when you talk about AD, like the whole like LeBron and him, like he has had a good stint this first start of the season, and even like the usage rate, like his was up. They were 10-4 over the last games. They're like 2-5,
Mhm.
and his usage rate has went down. LeBron's has went up. Like we see
And
that
that's
is not
the
a recipe.
problem.
That is the problem. Like
Yeah.
he has to have the ball, and I think they get into these like grooves where it's like, okay, like AD, he has a good start. We were like MVP. But then we kind of shift what we're doing offensively, and even him, he's not being as aggressive.
Mhm.
So, I mean, you can't have LeBron having a higher usage rate than
But
AD.
the thing
He's older.
people are also overlooking, has anyone ever considered that LeBron wants to have a high usage rate, that he wants to take all these shots, that
Yes,
he
for
wants
sure.
the ball?
Duh.
Like,
He wants to have the accolades like, duh.
If
That is
LeBron really want, even like when people be like, oh, he shouldn't have to do all this at his age. When they was trying to have him on a minutes restriction last year, he said that shit's dumb and
Exactly.
he's not doing it.
Going
So what can you do then? Like, even when he was younger and with Cleveland, they would say, oh, how can you expect him to carry the offense and play super hard defense?
because he wants to. He wants to.
There has to be a middle ground. Like,
Right.
he either wants to give all on offense and doesn't care about defense. And it's
Right.
like, you can't win like that.
Mhm.
Right. And I feel like the thing with him too, like he's older, and I get the reality, like saying you want to play all 82 games, but I don't think that that's really smart, and really like we've seen like the usage rate going up, like playing back to backs.
But why
It's like you-
wouldn't have played 82 games now? Why wasn't you playing all 82
And
games
before,
when you was in your prime?
I don't think he like a lot.
Like, why you want to do it at 40 and not when you was 29?
Well, I think he's probably now trying to say that because like the team, like you basically got to get what you got to that team. Like that team's not really Like him and AD, like they both had almost a 40-point triple double yesterday. We
Mhm.
still lost the game.
Still lost.
17 bench points. Like
Trae Young had
well, their
20 assists
defense,
last
their
night.
defense.
No,
at a lot of times was a lot
Did
of
y'all
laps.
see the game?
In the
Even
lap,
the game
was
winning
just-
one,
it was-
yes.
was
in the last
Gabe-
shot,
too much.
I'm
Gabe and AD,
confused why did he take the
Did y'all
last
see how he
shot
took
and
the
there
shot?
was still 3 seconds
Exactly.
left
Trae
on
Young
the
took
clock.
his 3 at 7.4 seconds. LeBron, did y'all see how he was looking? He
didn't want the
he
ball.
looked confused, like, what I'm doing. Pass the ball, get the ball back. Then man shoots, miss the mark.
Bro, I already knew it was going to be a
Did you
break.
see where he was far
No, he was
behind the 3-point line?
Yeah,
I agree.
I
I
don't know
don't-
why he took it then.
Like-
That was bad. But even the defense on Trey, though, like, Trey's getting the ball. Like, who else is getting the ball?
Trey
And then
was
they
not
have they're not communicating on defense. He's basically wide open. Like,
Mhm.
Literally, they pass the ball.
yes.
Pass the ball, pass it back, left the man open, shot the three.
Yes.
He knew he was making it. He was money all game for
Yeah.
real. Like, he had 20 assists, 31 points. I mean, he had a triple double too compared
No,
to.
he's someone that
LeBron
do not. People be trying to play with Trey Young's name.
They do.
and
They do.
He,
The jersey was tripping me up last night though. I don't know why they got blue on.
yeah.
Why they have
Well,
blue
Well,
on
City
white on?
Edition.
I don't like that.
I do hope that the Lakers keep losing, though.
I don't, because I'm a Lakers fan, a LeBron fan. And honestly, I
Yeah,
don't want this to be
you're a LeBron fan,
I don't want
not a
this-
real Lakers fan.
LeBron fan.
Oh, you-
He's associated with the Lakers, so now I'm a Lakers fan, by
No.
association. But yeah, I honestly don't want this to be his last year. And I don't think it's his last year, but I do
it
think
ain't.
He got
I do
another 50
He not-
million
he
next
not-
year. He's not leaving that on the table.
He not washed up yet.
And I do
Not
think that
washed up.
we're saying like, oh, like washed up, but it's like,
I mean, he be
is
traveling
he
though.
like
He be
really
forgetting the
washed?
rules of the
Like
game.
if he's scoring 22
No, I'm
points, like
I
he's
mean-
averaging that now, like is it washed?
No,
I mean,
I just
Like he has had bad.
I think he can have a
games, but
bad
is he
season.
washed?
But I feel like in this current iteration of the NBA, everybody
He's
can score.
exactly.
yeah.
So that's not even. I'm not saying it's not an accomplishment, but like I feel like he should give more effort on the defensive end of
Yeah.
the ball.
No, I mean I brought that up because people were saying like, oh, like he's averaging like only
23
22 points a game, but it's
23,
like
22.
If
Previously,
you're
he
gonna
was
average
averaging
less
27.
points, then he should be playing better defense.
Yeah, at least. Because I mean, like he went. I mean, he shared the ball a little bit last night, but
Because there's
I
a
feel like-
lot of
But I'm like, who are you
times
sharing
where
the ball
like
with?
true that too. But yeah, he definitely got to help on defense for real. Because I mean,
because there's a lot of times they're playing 4-on-5. He at the other end of the court
Complaining.
complaining.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Terry
I-
Eakin.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Man, forget the rules of the game. Sometimes, like he think like
That's in this whole day and age of the
Yeah.
NBA though. Everybody complains too much. Like,
Yes.
everybody is barking at the refs and not playing.
the thing is, the refs don't be calling everything. Like he's traveling, man. Walk
Yeah.
And he get
Well,
fouled a
one
lot,
end
and
to
they
the
don't
next.
call it either.
Yeah, and
so
he
we gonna
does
even
a
it
lot
out.
It's a even. He travels a lot.
Yeah.
A
He
lot
don't
of
get-
offensive fouls
And
on
he don't
him.
get fouls called.
For what?
So
He don't get foul. He flops. What do you
yeah,
mean?
he does flop a lot.
He gonna get the foul. He gets majority of the foul.
He does not. He actually doesn't. If y'all
Maybe
watch
not
it,
this-
he
maybe
don't.
not
No,
this
he
season.
hasn't. Even the last couple seasons, he haven't. If you watch the Celtics game, whenever it was like the whole game winning thing, they didn't get it. Like he got fouled. But
You know, boy, I feel like
He don't be
I
getting
feel
his
like
fouls
Lakers and Celtics
called.
games. I feel like they let anything fly in those games because
Yeah.
it's a perfect matchup. Like that's
I wonder if they still have that. Was it the past 2 seasons where the Lakers had like a crazy free throw differential compared to the rest of the league?
I don't think they do.
I don't know if they have it this year, but the last 2
But that's because
seasons,
They
Austin.
dropped.
That's because Austin Reeves
they
too. Though he
was-
can draw
he be
fouls.
flopping too. The whole
Mhm.
team is full of floppers.
Dang, they were 4th in offense
I
at the beginning. Now they
disagree.
28th in offense.
The Socrates JJ Redick,
It-
the smartest
The man
man
ain't
to
never-
ever coach a
ain't never
team.
I mean, I'm gonna keep bringing that up though, but it's like I'm gonna keep going back to
I
who
like
do you
JJ
have to
JJ
work
as
with
a-
though?
as a
Like
commentator.
I don't know. I just
I
feel
think-
like I get that, but it's like if the roster was the problem, then why y'all scapegoat every single past coach y'all didn't have?
well, even with
They
Darvingham, he had
apologized,
the
an apology.
he had the same like
An
roster
apology.
last year, and like okay, yeah, they did go to that like Western Conference final,
Darvingham
but it's still
was, like,
like
better,
those
though.
players, that team, it was never gonna be something where it's like they can run it back, like. They should have made moves at the trade deadline, and they never did.
Mhm.
Now you have players that had surgery. They didn't play in the playoffs last year. They wanted to give it a try, had surgery in the offseason. They're still out, not coming back. We have like 5 players hurt. Like, it's just a mess
think
over
everybody
there.
hurt, too.
All I
I
can
feel
say is you got to make moves. It's your job to make the moves. You run the front office. You
Well,
have
what?
to.
They don't
the
have
move.
no picks. They don't have no compensation. They can't do nothing.
Well, that was the thing though, because
They
he gave
did everything for AD.
no, but the thing is,
and
he gave everyone a player option whenever he signed like all those players, and it's like everyone should not have had a player option because you don't have no flexibility on the roster if everyone's opting into it.
Yeah,
that's my thing. Like, it's far more than just but
they need more money.
Well,
no, the front office needs to do their job, but no,
I feel
So
it's coming on sports for like.
I mean, some play like OKC has a good front office, like, but
Yeah, we got a good front office.
yeah,
We be getting the right folks.
Yeah,
I want us to make a trade. I feel like if they could the Nets will probably try to fleece people, but I feel like the Cavs should get Cam Johnson. I think he would be good.
To it.
He would be good for the Cavs.
Well, as we wrap up, I guess the last thing, just to talk about the NFL MVP race. I know we have Josh Allen at 1, Saquon at 2, Lamar at 3, Jared Goff at 4, Patrick at 5. So are we changing who
Patrick
we pick?
Mahomes ain't in no MVP, nothing.
I mean, his team is still doing well.
The team is doing good, but not because of
him. But that's why he up there. I feel like Josh Allen is still a good contender, but I mean, he better watch out because Saquon.
No, I feel like Saquon
should. Yeah, he definitely should.
I don't like how the MVP for the NFL has just become who's the best quarterback.
Yeah.
And it don't have to be. I mean, that'll be a change too. We all been seeing straight
because he really re-upped the Eagles. Like,
but
he is definitely athletic.
Yeah. Well, all right. Seems like we talked about a lot. Talked about a lot of Black Math, state of Twitter. Talked about the Dreams and Nightmare anthem for girls, and then just some things happening in the NBA. So. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Three's a Charm Podcast. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe at 3 Charm Podcast on TikTok, Instagram, and then subscribe on YouTube. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Bye, cousin.
Bye.